you've got a Russian government that has made the conscious decision to use its military force inside of another sovereign nation to achieve its objectives. First time, I think, probably since 1939 or so that's been the case. So you've got, in my view, you've got a very different security environment inside of Eastern Europe. But we also, I think, probably should recognize that our concerns are not just about Eastern Ukraine. I mean, this is a change in the relationship of Europe and Russia, and a change in the relationship of the United States and Russia. Can think of in the English language to describe the effect. My fear is actually, if I have a fear about this, it's that Putin may actually light a fire that he loses control of. In other words, these ethnic enclaves, there's a rising tide of nationalism. And nationalism can be a very dangerous instinct and impulse. There's a rising tide of nationalism in Europe right now that has been created by, in many ways, by these Russian activities that I find to be quite dangerous.
Described as part of his presentation something that sounded very much like an old-fashioned incorporating our diplomatic power,
I mean, we have a very active, ongoing process to think through what support we may provide to Ukraine. That debate is ongoing. We have conversations with our NATO allies about increasing their capability and readiness. We're looking inside of our own readiness models to look at things we haven't had to look at for 20 years, frankly, about basing and lines of communication and sea lanes. And, what the military does when faced with these crises is our job is preparedness, deterrence, and readiness. Significant progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Not enough. First of all, the United States military is not war-weary. The country may be. That's for the country to decide. The United States military stands ready to do what the nation asks it to do.